Now, we had an opportunity to sit in depth. I had an opportunity being out there at Indy to talk to John Morton, fired off a couple questions, as you probably heard, and with Kelvin Sheppard. So, your assessment of what you heard, what did you make of both coordinators? What stood out? You said that, yeah, the journey for Kelvin Sheppard. I thought that John Morton was candid in regards to saying that, look, there's a reason why the things didn't work out with the Jets. That's the biggest wart on his coaching resume is that he was dismissed by the Jets. And he indicated that, yeah, I was on the staff, but I couldn't maybe implement certain things that I wanted to because he didn't know many of the coaches. And he said, look, this is different. It's a different opportunity. It's several seasons later. He's the partly the reason and the architect of the offense that's been put in right now. And he gets to have David Shaw be part of the staff who he's very close to. He gets to put together an offensive staff that's going to give him the best opportunity. And then the thing that's probably most in his favor is the talent. Really is going to make him look really good as a play caller in regards to being able to maybe even cover up some learning mistakes that he does make. So I'm okay with the Morton hire because of his experience. And also, too, he's also looking to prove that, hey, I'm not just a guy that flamed out with the Jets. I'm not just a vagabond coach that just kind of bounced around. He wants to prove that, hey, I had an opportunity in the past. Now give me one. Give me another shot with a veteran quarterback in his prime, a nice offensive line, and some weapons. John Morton, I think, is ready for success. And I don't expect too big a drop off. But what was your takeaways from Morton and Sheppard? I agree with you. Sheppard definitely understands his role, definitely understands, I think, how to deliver a message. And he's relatable, somebody that I think will be able to maintain and reach a locker room that understands what he's already about. I think the captains understand. Alex Anzalone will be that bridge to say, hey, Coach Shep's going to understand that, hey, if you don't handle your P's and Q's, there's going to be some major problems. So I was very much impressed. I was left impressed being able to sit in close proximity with other reporters and ask questions and learn about some philosophies that both these coordinators have.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see specifically how Kelvin Sheppard plays out, and that's because he is such a good speaker. Like he gets you motivated, and he's going to have that group ready to go. And I think the difference between his first year and Aaron Glenn's first year is that the talent level has increased, and Aaron Glenn had to make do with some of these broken pieces and things like that within the defense. And now the roster and the talent level on the roster has increased, and while the defense still isn't like a top 10 defense quite yet, there's a lot of talent on that group now. And they have a chance to get even better in the draft. And so I'm very excited to see how Kelvin Sheppard leads this group because I think the Lions defense could be really good next year. If guys like Terrion Arnold take another step and you get a little bit more out of the pass rush and, you shore up the safety as far as like Joseph and Branch and you figure all that stuff out. Like, I think the defense can be really good. And so I'm excited to see how Sheppard leads that group and how he holds them to those high standards to get them ready to go. And then offensively, John Morton, there's so much to like about his background and all the different coaches he's worked with. And now he's essentially being handed the keys to a Lamborghini right now with all the talent on that offense. So for him, it's all about just designing scheme and getting these Lions ready to go so that they don't miss a beat in 2025 in terms of being a high-powered offense. So there's a lot to like about the demeanor of both coaches and the background and experience of both coaches. And now all it is production on the field. So it's so far so good with both of the coordinators, and we'll see how it all plays out in the fall.